Hello, everyone, and welcome back to
Muppet a Month. This is a monthly series that we do on YouTube where every month we review a Muppet movie and tell you what it's like.
This review is our April review for the Great Muppet Caper. Speaking of Great Muppet Caper, this is the second of the canon Muppet films. It's also the sequel to the original motion picture, which is why we're doing it right after that.
Yes.
What do you know about this movie?
Nothing.
Really?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm going in fresh.
I also know very little, except I have a very vague memory of watching the opening credits whenever I was like 5 years old. But I don't remember the plot at all. So, without further ado, let's get things started. Let's watch The Great Muppet Caper.
Yeah.
One movie watch later.
Well, we are done watching the movie.
Yes, we are.
How should we start? Should we just start with like our rating? Oh, like our number rating?
Yeah, I'm down for that. 3, 2, 1, 7
5.
out of 10.
Ooh,
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to start?
I'll hear your side first.
Okay. Well, it's not the best Muppet movie because it did not keep me entertained the entire time. I typically don't fall asleep during movies, but I was dozing off just a little bit during this one. Because there are some not super interesting parts. The puppeteering is still incredible, and the voice acting is really funny. There was a couple more fourth wall breaks than quite what I liked, but it still deserves like a passing grade, I feel.
I know that, like, I think it was a Muppet movie, like all of them, you know? Like, all Muppet movies always keep, like, the same style of, like, we're making fun of movies overall. All Muppet movies usually just lead to, we are trying to make a movie and seeing how it goes, you know? And that's what I love about all the movies, is, like, they all seem homemade. But with this one, it felt like I didn't really know what they were trying to do. Like, most of the time. Some points I was like, yeah, they're making fun of a movie here. But then at other points, like, it felt like they were trying, like, to actually be a movie. And then, like, at other times, like, it was, like, both at the same time. Like, the one moment I remember the most from it, when Kermit finds out that Piggy was lying to him. And then she tries to forgive him. And then he crashes out on her, like, in real life, like, not as acting anymore. And then they resolve the conflict, but not as the characters they were playing, but as Kermit and Piggy. And then there's like a song after that talking about how they resolved it, but the characters didn't. The characters they were acting as didn't resolve it. They resolved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening? Like, I don't know what story we're following right now. Are we following Kermit and Piggy like in real time, or are we following their characters in the Great Muppet Caper? Like, it was also just like, it seemed way too long for like the story that actually was.
I agree. An hour and 40 minutes is way too long for a Muppet movie.
Not only for a Muppet movie, but like for a movie that's like, the story's so simple. It's just, we are going here to solve a case. These three people, or this group of people is trying to steal this diamond, and then we catch them, and then boom. But I feel like there's so many like unnecessary music numbers, unnecessary plot points that didn't really need to happen. Like, I'm usually a huge fan of the musical numbers in Muppet movies. They're always fun. And I'm not saying these songs are bad, because the songs are great. Like, I love listening to, like, how they, like, create songs out of the most random stuff. But in terms of this movie, it all felt very weird. A moment that me and him, like, thought was really random was Piggy's,
Dream sequence?
Yeah, Piggy's Fantasy, I think it was called. But it literally, like, was so random. And they were like, oh, it's probably, like, a reference to, like, a certain movie scene. But, like, I searched it up, and it's not really a reference to anything. It's just there.
Really?
Or at least from what I've seen. I didn't put that much research. I just Googled it while we were watching the movie. But from what I'm getting at, no real, like, reason. It's just, well, there is a reason, obviously. It's like, Piggy's like, oh, I'm a star, but, like, we don't need a 2 to 3 minute.
No, yeah, that was way too long.
For just to show that Piggy is joined. It, you know?
Yeah. You want to touch on the Statler and Waldorf stuff?
Yes, Statler and Waldorf was the best part of this whole film, as they are for any film. because like I remember like a moment like me and him were like both like just like, and then like Statler water popped up. And we were like, what is Piggy voice play, dude?
Yeah. Whoa! The goats.
Statler woke up.
They didn't even say anything.
Oh, they're just there.
Look, Mom, no brains.
Another moment we like lit up was Oscar the Grouch. Was in the
Yeah,
movie.
it was so strange.
That was very cool.
Hey, what's all the racket?
What are you doing here?
There's also another celebrity cameo that was like with Oscar. And it was really funny because Oscar was like,
A very brief cameo.
and then the other guy was like,
Me too.
and we were like, who are you? But yeah, I love when Sesame Street characters make an appearance here. Like, I think they're on par with Statler.
I agree.
That's really cool. Like, because they are. I forget that they're Muppets too. Technically, just you know, you don't really see it much in Muppet movies. So seeing Oscar was pretty cool.
I hope we get to see more of them when we see Muppets Take Manhattan.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm trying to see them all. We got Big Bird. And we have Oscar. So
We might get Grover next. Grover or Elmo. Maybe Snuffleupagus.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and our opinions might be a little bit biased because it is 1:43 right now.
Yeah.
So we also might just be insanely tired and can't really give us our full opinion because we might just be too tired to watch it. But also it was really boring. Like it was because usually like we usually do these late at night.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, like
I mean,
none of these.
We reviewed Swamp Years at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, like these aren't usually filmed like earlier in the day, so I feel like our opinion on this movie is the same as any other movie we review. So kind of biased, but also kind of not biased because this is how we review every other film. But at the end of the day, I think again it's another Muppet movie. So if you're trying to watch Muppet movies like we are, I definitely recommend it because I think it is a good classic film as well.
Yeah.
It brings the same vibe that the original Muppet movie does, where it's the Muppets are dumb and they're trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
I thought it started on a movie studio because they were talking about making a movie, but they said it was in London. I was like,
Yeah. A bit confusing.
Just a little bit. It's a very confusing movie.
But it ends up making sense in the end, I feel.
Yeah, I think it all ties together at the end because again, it is a mystery movie, so it's you're trying to connect all the puzzle pieces.
As a mystery, it wasn't very good as a mystery because you know everything. I mean, from the moment the brother comes on stage, you're like, okay, so this is the villain.
Yeah. They make the villains very apparent. Because we saw the lady of the villain.
Like the three ladies or
the sister. I forgot her.
Isn't her name like Lady something? Let's just call her Lady Bountiful because that's funny. If you know us, you know why that's funny.
Lady Bountiful. Lady Bountiful is like, oh, I'm so wonderful and amazing. And
So
then
rich.
I made the prediction. I was like, yeah, she's the villain. And then the brother walked in, and then it was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Like, he was such a creep. Like, we didn't even have to know he was the villain yet to know, like, oh, this guy's so weird and, different from everyone else. Like, I wonder what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And then, these three ladies come in that are obviously suspicious and obviously are the villains. And then...
Then they literally say in the elevator, they're like,
We'll get even with Lady Holiday tonight when we steal her necklace. What, you going to wear for the robbery? Shh, come on.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
It's actually funny, the way that Gonzo finds out about everything is just because they,
talk
publicly
really loudly.
stay out while he's, there. Like, they don't check or anything. They just get in a room and they say, we are going to steal the Queen's jewels at this location at this time on this day. And then Gonzo's like, guys, they're going to steal the Queen's jewels at this time.
location.
like, wow, this is such a mystery. I wonder what's going to happen. So yeah, it wasn't really very mystery. It was more like
A heist movie.
Yeah, like a
It
heist
was a
movie.
heist
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. But it was also I don't think they knew what genre their movie was until the last 10 minutes of the movie, because everything else was just exposition.
Yeah, it took a while for the actual plot to start, which is a little annoying.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoyed watching this episode of
Muppet a month.
the monthly series where we watch a new Muppet film every single month. And we'll be getting you guys the next episode, Muppets Take Manhattan, as soon as possible. As soon as we finish editing and publishing this video, we'll start work on the next video so we can get it to y'all before the end of this month, which is in 2 days. So, here's hoping.
Yes, here's hoping. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us. Whoever is sticking with us, thank you for doing that. And we will be publishing the next one ASAP.
Yes, we will. All right, see y'all next month. And by next month, I mean later this month. Adios.
Adios. See ya.